Hiya folks, it's Kikoskia here, just letting you know that this video gets kind of dark at points. I know the game's been pretty grim since we left the asylum, so take what I say as a fair warning if you choose to watch. And now, on with the show. Welcome back, folks. The Let's Play Edna and Harvey, the Breakout. We left off. Edna and Harvey have split up to look for Mattis. Edna is looking upstairs, while Harvey is looking downstairs. And we can't switch back to Edna right now, meaning we only have Harvey to control. I get the feeling we're going to find Mattis down here, and we're not going to like what we find, because Harvey is beginning to believe that Mattis may indeed have been the killer. But is this Harvey believing this, or Edna? Because Harvey is a part of Edna's subconscious. He said so quite a few times throughout the game. The fact that he's such a distinctive character makes me forget that every once in a while. So is him believing that Mattis is the killer actually Edna starting to think this, and Harvey just vocalizing it? I'm sure we'll find out in time, as we have a look around and see where we can go. First, let's see if we can go back upstairs.
Edna said I should go looking for Mattis down here.
So we're trapped down here. Fair enough. There are a few things that we can look at. There are the coats, there's the front door, and there's the moose. We didn't have the moose 10 years in the future, so let's see what the moose has to say, if anything.
Do you know where I can find Mattis? I bet you wouldn't tell me if you did.
I highly doubt the moose would talk. The moose has many secrets, but chooses to keep them to themselves. And so, it's all up to us, Harvey. You and me. We can find Mattis. And I'll tell you what, the music switching back to this tune, the tune at the very beginning, makes the search all the more tense. It's just building you up to finding something awful.
Mattis's coats are still hanging here.
That would make sense. This is the past, after all. And I can't drag these to the bar. Curious. Let's look at the door. I imagine it's going to be locked.
Obviously, I can't get through here.
Maybe if you had a toenail you could, or the key. And we do know where the key is kept. We just have to go outside and get it. So we can go into the living room or the passageway. Let's go to the living room first. And Mattis is not here, but there is the painting that we saw before, and it's not ruined here, so let's have a look at it.
The painting doesn't help me at the moment.
Fair enough. What about the patio? Can we open it now but it's not jammed? Or was it always jammed?
Is that Mattis out there?
It could be Mattis. Let's make our way outside and find out if that's the case. We'll have to go through the kitchen and then the basement. And then we'll have to hope that little window is open. Finally, there's the window here, that I doubt is going to open for us, and I note that Harvey is currently standing in the actual door. Let's move and have a look here.
No Mattis in sight.
Mattis certainly isn't on that side of the house, so let's go this way and continue the search. Oh dear. Yep, I'd be terrified too, Harvey.
Edna!
What's up, Harvey?
It's Mattis! He's making soup out of children!
I don't know what you mean.
I mean exactly what I just said! Mattis is the killer after all! Come on, let's go!
But what's going on? I don't understand one single word.
But he was here! He was standing at the oven and...
Cooking children. Don't you realize how ridiculous that sounds?
I must have been mistaken.
Just go on looking, okay?
What's going on here?
I'll tell you what's going on here, Harvey. You are an unreliable narrator. You may not have been doing it intentionally, but there are things in the tempo-morphing scenes that didn't add up. And now we're starting to be told quite plainly that you don't know everything. Makes sense, you're a part of Edna's subconscious, and she doesn't know everything right now. Now there's the pot that we can look at here, and the back door. Let's check out the pot.
What's wrong with me? I know exactly what I saw, but it still seems impossible.
That's probably because it didn't happen, Harvey.
It's locked, like it always is.
So we're not going to be going that way. We are literally being funneled into the basement. Makes sense, it's a way that we know we can get out of the building from. So, let's go down. Oh dear, that's even worse than my last one.
Edna!
What now?
I'm certain this time! Mattis is burning children in the furnace!
No, he's not, Harvey.
Come with me! I'll prove it to you! I don't get it.
Are you all right, Harvey? I'm beginning to be more concerned about you.
How can I be so mistaken?
I'm with Edna here. I'm definitely getting concerned for you. That's the second time that you've seen something that isn't there. Mattis is not here burning children. It's just the furnace burning away alone.
I don't understand. Mattis was here just a moment ago.
I don't think Mattis was there, Harvey. I don't think he was there. I think he's actually beyond the patio door, sitting where he normally sits. You thought you saw him there after all, so him being there, it wouldn't make sense for him to be in the kitchen or down here.
No time for that. I need to find Mattis.
But what if Mattis is in that firewood? Oh, who are we kidding? He's not in the firewood. And I bet he's also not on this shelf.
No time for that.
I think we're going to get the same dialogue for all these things, but it pays to be thorough.
No time for that.
That's the same.
No time for that.
And that's the same, and I can imagine Harvey actually looking at me right now going, "Look, there's literally no time for this."
No time for that.
I know there isn't, Harvey, but I'm still going to try them.
No time for that.
And one more.
No time for that.
And now we actually have Edna here, so we can interact with Edna.
Edna is the greatest.
Can we talk to Edna? No. And we can't actually switch to Edna right now either. Curious. There is the way out this way though, so we can actually make our way over to the patio. Let's go.
Can you lift me up a little?
Sure.
Thanks, Edna. Oh no! That's the worst of them all! Ugh!
What is it this time?
I don't know yet. It was Mattis again.
Come on, we'll both have a look. See? There's nothing there. I think we'd better call the whole thing off. It was an exhausting day. I might as well wait till tomorrow to restore my memory. The temple morphing doesn't seem to do you any good.
No, I'll manage. Let's keep on looking.
We have to keep exploring. There is only one more screen we have to move to after all, to get to the patio area. And there are a few things that we can look at, like the window and the rain barrel. But we can't look at the sun. It's best not to look at the sun. Harvey might go blind.
I can see the kitchen.
That's not surprising considering where the window is.
The back door is locked like it always is.
Fair enough. What about the rain barrel?
Mattis isn't hiding here.
I'm not surprised. We can also look at the neighboring houses.
I wonder if we should call the neighbors.
I don't think that's going to work considering that we're in a tempo-morphed memory.
Edna is the greatest.
Now I'm curious about one thing before... Ooh! We actually can't go back. I was thinking that now that Edna's here, we could go back into the house and check out the upstairs area and see what Harvey has to say about that. But the game is literally funneling us forward. So I'm going to save. This seems like a very pivotal point, because it's building up to a big surprise. After that happening 3 times, I expect something quite earth-shattering around the corner. So let's go find out if I'm right. Yep, Yep, that's pretty earth-shattering.
Ah! Help me, Edna! I'm hallucinating!
What did you see this time?
I saw Mattis with the Prince of Darkness, and they...
Wait a second. Are those voices? There really is somebody on the porch. You stay here. I'll go have a look.
I think the two of them would make a nice couple. I could well imagine a future for them.
Your daughter, my son? Ha! One would have to recondition her thoroughly. Edna lacks all respect and is full of defiance.
But aren't you on the verge of a breakthrough in the field of... what do you call it?
Correction of character. That's exactly what your daughter needs.
After one of those treatments, there might still be a way she could... Oh, could you excuse me for a moment? What's this all about, Edna? You know full well you're supposed to be in your room.
I know, but...
No buts. The doctor is right. You're in serious need of a correction of character.
Please don't, Dad. I don't want to...
We'll speak about this later. Right now, you go back to your room. I'm pretty mad at you, young lady.
Uh-oh.
And by the way, try being nicer to Alfred, will you?
Nicer to Alfred? Don't make me laugh.
Shut up, Harvey. It's your fault, after all. What were all those lies supposed to mean anyway?
I've been thinking it over, and basically it's pretty simple. It's not my fault at all. I'm just a figment of your imagination, remember? So why wonder if I'm a little, well, inaccurate every once in a while? Especially when it comes to observations you couldn't possibly have made yourself.
Inaccurate is something different to completely and utterly absurd.
Are you mad at me now?
Oh, Harvey, I can't be mad at you.
Got you! He's strangling me!
Alfred, what are you doing? Give Harvey back to me.
You'd like that, wouldn't you?
Please, Alfred. I'm really sorry. I've made a resolution to be nicer to you in the future.
Stop pretending! You're not the least bit sorry, you little monster! You're completely crazy! Not only do you try to kill me with lizards, you also talk to that ragdoll rabbit! Now you're surprised, aren't you? I read your diary. Harvey this and Harvey that, and Alfred is always the stupid toad, isn't he? But that will soon stop. I'll tell it all to my dad, and they'll take that stupid rabbit away from you. They might even lock you up in Dad's asylum with the other loonies. That's where you belong in my book. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit. Edna talks to her ragdoll rabbit.
Uh-oh.
Please, Alfred, don't.
Help me, Edna! He's hurting me!
What'll I do?
Push him.
What?
Push him. Just push him. Push him down the stairs.
Oh no. She did it.
Oh no. Now I can remember everything. It was me who killed Alfred. It was in the heat of the moment. I couldn't let him take Harvey away from me.
Yes, it was you. You killed my son. Your father took the blame to protect you. I promised him that I would take care of you. But I only saw one way of doing that. I tried to create you anew, like a blank sheet of paper on which to start a new story, to erase all your tomfoolery. I nearly succeeded on many occasions, but you always found a way back to your memories. It's only now that I understand the root of the problem. your ragdoll rabbit, Harvey. He is the anchor that moors you to the past. If you destroy him, you can finally live in peace without guilt.
Don't listen to him! He'll destroy everything that is you! All your creativity! All that fun! Look, he's standing in the exact same spot his son was! Just a little push, and we'll be free at last! He's the only one who knows of our guilt!
Oh no. What will I do?
What will we do? I believe this is the final choice in the game. And my, what a big one it is. Do we go with what Dr. Marcel says? Give up the final anchor to Edna's past and allow Dr. Marcel to mold Edna's personality into something completely new? Something free of the guilt of what she's done, but also free of all of her past memories? Or do we do what Harvey says? Pushing Dr. Marcel away, down the stairs, and running for it. We've no idea what will happen if we do that, how long we'll last, but we'll still be who we are. Edna will still be Edna. She'll have the guilt, but she'll also have her memories, and she'll also know the truth. For me, there's only one choice. Edna must remain true to who she is. Edna did not go back to the asylum. The police searched for the confused girl for weeks. The search effort was aborted after the remains of a blue stuffed rabbit were found at sea. The keymaster was also never found. Marty went back to the asylum alone. After 2 weeks without Hottie, he was declared mentally sane and released. Overjoyed, he accepted a job as a bank teller. On his second day, he was shot in a robbery. Oh. Bleb felt an urge to go to the toilet on his way back to the asylum. At the next stop, he met the love of his life and ran away with her. The player never figured out what hit him. Wait, what? Ow! What was that? The end. And what an end that is. Leaving so many things open. What did happen to Edna? And that, folks, is the end of Edna and Harvey the Breakout. A game that I have to say right now is my game of the year for 2019 because it is a fantastic game. And here are the credits the credits have new music that I've not heard in the rest of the game. Special credits music for a very, very awesome game. The music draws you in, but it's the plot that catches you and ensnares you, urges you forward. Right from the very beginning, I knew this would be something interesting, and the game didn't disappoint. Not only in the story itself, but also in all of the things that you can do in it. And thank you very much, all the voice actors. You all did a brilliant job. Everyone did a brilliant job in this. Just all the interactions and the little things hidden away make exploring the game so much fun, and that is a joy in point-and-click adventure games, something that I'm always happy to see, because older point-and-click adventure games have generic, that doesn't work, and I can't do that, but not this game. This game, they went to all this extra effort to add so many different lines, and I've loved searching for them, searching for all of them, as I slowly went through the game and enjoyed every minute of it. And for me, that is the sign of a great game. Enjoying it all the way through, even when it got super serious and downcast at the end, it was still a fun game. Wonderful game. Makes me really want to give the sequel a go, but not right now. And the menu music starts playing. One of the tunes that's stuck in my head, many of the tunes in this game are stuck in my head, as this game will remain stuck in my head for a very long time. A very long time indeed. There are little things, of course, that are awry, like the instances where the I don't know what to do dialogue came about, and the odd little glitch and the occasional time it crashed. But all in all, I've got no complaints that are major. For this game is brilliant, and if you haven't played it yet, I still encourage you to give it a go. For hey, you'll find things I didn't find, and it's fun to go through and experience it for yourself. Especially this game. This game is very silly indeed. And so, with that, that is the end of Edna and Harvey the Breakout. There is nothing more to see except for the other ending. And I will be showing off the other ending. As much as I don't like the thought of it, we do need to find out what happens if we do go with Dr. Marcel, abandon Harvey, and let him do what he's been studying. Let him change Edna, erase that guilt. And so, folks, when we come back, we'll play something completely different, after, of course, I show off that ending. What game will it be? I have no idea. Whatever game it is, it's going to have a difficult time trying to top Edna and Harvey the Breakout. I'm actually very sad to see it end. Very sad indeed. I didn't want it to end. I saw the ending being plainly broadcast back there, but I was sort of wanting to go back. You saw it there. I wanted to go back to the upstairs area and see if I could look at more things because I didn't want the journey to be concluded. But all things must end, and Edna and Harvey the Breakout is over. As much as I don't want it to be. We know the truth now, and Edna knows the truth. And wherever she is now, I hope that she's living a better life. And so, folks, I'm Kikoskia, and that was Let's Play Edna and Harvey the Breakout. And when we come back, folks, we'll show off the other ending, and anything else that I happen to discover that's happened because I've completed the game. I highly doubt there's anything else, but there might be. And so, folks, I'll catch you next time, and I'll see you then. Later. Did you notice, by the way, that Harvey had a very evil-looking grin as Edna used the polo mallet to get past Dr. Marcel? I wonder if there's something to that.